don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself in the service of others. You know, I have mentors in my life. I have people in the life that give me great example. And one of the things that I've learned from them is this ultimate level of humility. This level of humility where they don't take themselves too serious. They realize that they're just, simple human beings. We're all the same. They're not better. They don't read their press clippings per se. They make mistakes and they share them. And I heard this last week when I got to spend time in a room with one of my mentors, and he goes, be wary of the people that only talk about their successes. Follow the people that acknowledge their failures and teach you the lessons they've learned from them. And so from this, don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself in the service of others. If you're too afraid to make a mistake, to fail, to screw up, then you're not going to serve others to the capacity that you're able. I screw up all the time. I look at my life and I say, I don't know. I don't think of failures. I think of things that I've learned from. I don't think of successes because I don't know what they are. If somebody says success, well, okay, then you recognize that I don't. I am just on the everyday journey to be better today than I was yesterday, with the intention to be better tomorrow than I am today. And that's what keeps me going. And not afraid to make a fool of myself and say, well, I really screwed that up. Man, don't do this. Don't do that. And I think in today's world, when we're looking at so much for people that maybe we don't trust, that's a big word today in our world, is can we trust people? And we have this made up image of what people call success. They'll throw out business figures, they'll throw out accomplishments, they'll throw out this or that for credibility. And yet, how often are they saying, I really screwed this one up? And if I hope that you've watched me a time or two, you've heard of my screw ups. I'm going to share one right now. Last week, I was at an event. And I was at an event, and as part of that event, the host had a fundraiser. It was a John Maxwell event. It was a way for me to learn. And one of my goals for the year was to attend 2 events to grow. And this was one of them. And at that event, they had an evening at dinner, and they had an auction where they were auctioning off some art. And one of the things that I realized when I was there, the auctioneer was selling. If you've ever been at an auction and no one's bidding, it gets really slow. And if someone's trying to make money, if they're trying to serve someone by collecting money, if people aren't bidding, they're not collecting money. And so I realized an opportunity that I could bid, because I know how that works, and it's kind of fun. I won't lie to you. I go to events, fundraisers, and I like to be that guy to bid things up. It's fun. It's if you go to an auction, be a part of the party. Even if it's just, hey, the first bid at $100 and it's something that'll sell for $5,000, be that guy. Be involved. So I did this. And fortunately, I bought some things. I bought 2 things. And they were paintings. And I as well had the opportunity to take part in have a round table with someone else. And this is where I failed. I didn't tell my wife. And we had this conversation yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, I screwed this up. And that's a way I failed. Was it my ego? No, because I just wanted to help. I wanted to serve. I made a fool of myself. Now, that could be a cardinal sin where you do things you don't talk to your wife. She's, I think, given me grace. I don't know. Maybe you guys will comment and talk to her, and maybe it's not the case. But I share this with you because I encourage you. I wasn't afraid to make a fool of myself. Was I wrong? I was dead wrong. And I'll have to pay for it whatever way. And I'm sharing this with you that I screwed up. And at the end of the day, I screwed up, yes, but I was serving others. And I think that's something I want to share with you. And I'm glad you guys are watching in. If this is something that's impacted someone, I'll share it with someone. Let them know this. And again, I'm going to leave you with this. Again, the thought of the day is don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself in service of others. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys here another time.